Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
It's all about art students at Vancouver Island University and the connection to the Port Theatre today. Tossing salmon for sustainability, a warm welcome for artist Carla Stein, and the end of an era in Port Alberni. That and more in the next 30 minutes. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of really interesting art on the floor here at the Port Theatre lobby. It's being installed by Vancouver Island University art students, and they're also gearing up for their annual art show and sale that's taking place on December 6th. We're going to look at the art, we're going to tell you about the sale, and we're going to celebrate all the creativity that is produced right here in Nanaimo. We're throwing things over now, though, to Ray-Ann LaPlante. There's an annual event at Little Qualicum River called the Salmon Toss. Vancouver Island University art students are gearing up for the annual art show and sale. It's taking place December 6th up at the campus here in Nanaimo, building 325, second floor, from 10 until 5, I believe. A great opportunity to see what's coming out new and fresh from the artists who are creating today and maybe famous and well recognized and setting the tone for the art world tomorrow. First of all, say your name, where you are in school, and what work you're bringing to the sale.
I'm Chantel. I'm second year visual arts student, and I will be bringing prints from my printmaking class and drawings from my drawing class.
Excellent. What are you making some statements here? I see a $2 bill that doesn't exist anymore with a bit of a zombie skeleton on it, and maybe I'm misinterpreting.
No, it was sort of Halloween themed is where I was going with that one. So.
Okay, what about this one here? What are you saying here?
That one, it's breath of fresh air, so it's sort of saying that she's breathing out the tree, so she's breathing her fresh air through the tree.
Oh, very nice. I promised these students that I wouldn't be asking follow-up questions, but I'm just so curious. Your name and what you're taking.
Kobe McDougall. I'm a fourth year graphic design student, and I'm also taking ceramics. So I'm bringing some mugs that I made in ceramics, as well as these are going to be made into necklaces. They're pendants, don't have any attachments at this point. And then as well, I'm going to have some greeting cards that I made.
Nice. What's the link for you between graphic design and ceramics?
Not really a link, just an interest.
Yeah, excellent. I like the teeth. Thank you. Okay, your turn.
Hi there.
Hi.
I'm Christy Bush, and I'm a third year visual arts student at VIU, and I'm bringing to the art sale a series I'm working with Aztec-inspired things. I'm also making a 31 by 15 inch screen print that I'll be bringing copies of to our show. And as well, I'll have some of my paintings hanging around.
Rudolph.
Yeah, he's good for the season.
Is this something you're going to be pursuing as a career?
I would love to. I'd love to work in a screen printing facility, pulling the art screens. And also I can follow up t-shirt printing or going into other sort of graphic designs.
Excellent. Thank you. It seems so un-high-tech, very low-tech and very necessary. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Finally meet you in person.
Oh, name and what you're taking.
I'm Ruben Galdames. I'm the second year of direct studies. I'm doing ceramic sculpture.
Okay, and tell me, are these people that you know, or is this one you?
Kind of.
I recognize it.
Well, it's kind of, I'm really working on my face and, the different expression that I can get through there. My own feelings projecting through the ceramic, which has been really interesting. It's been a big trip, and I really enjoyed it. And this girl coming from the ocean, so it's just coming out of the water. And it's kind of me here, but, wondering what's happening. Like, all the pieces are quite powerful. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
I do notice that you're a mature student.
Yes. Do you?
Is pursuing a career in art something you've always wanted to do?
I always wanted to do it. I have my degree. I'm an architect. I've been an architect my whole life. And this is a time to play and enjoy myself on this. And, it's fun.
Congratulations.
Really
Thanks for sharing. Good luck at the art show and sale, December 6th up at VIU. And last but not least, hello.
Hi, I'm Megan Garapi. I am going into my third year at VIU. I am a mixed media artist, so I enjoy metal, clay, wood,
drawing, a whole bunch of that stuff. I have my art piece down there.
Down at the front,
Down
yeah.
at the front. That is watercolor and pastel. And my ceramic here. This is spiralware that I actually had in the gallery at the university.
Excellent.
So.
What does it mean to have your work on display and invite the public to come and not only look but hopefully purchase?
Oh goodness, nerve-wracking. It is to have your work judged. It is very nerve-wracking because other people are looking at your work.
And it's hard to not take it personally?
It is hard not to take it personally because other
I know
people
how you
are
feel.
working at your stuff and just looking at it and going, how well is it made? How does it make you feel? What is this doing? And it's all those gestures that everybody looks at and you're going, that's not art. And that's a lot of judgment people get, but it is, and it's how you feel about it.
It is. And if you're nervous, it means you care.
Exactly.
And hopefully you never actually lose the butterflies, because that means you're becoming too acclimatized, and that's not always a good thing. We'll be back with more from the Port Theatre lobby and art from Vancouver Island University after a short break. Still to come today on Go, an emerging artist and the Nanaimo Art Walk, and a world champion walks away from the pumpkin patch. That and more is still to come today on Go.
Did you know that many of our native plants here on the island are also edible? For example, the mahonia or Oregon grape and the salal both have edible, delicious berries. We have elderberry, salmonberry, and thimbleberry, and that's just to name a few.
You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. If you've been to the Port Theatre in the past year or so, you may have noticed some pretty unique art hanging in the lobby. Well, the past year's work is coming down. This year's work is going up. It's all created by the Vancouver Island University visual art students, and we're going to look closely at some of that work and what inspired it. There's a definite link to the theatre later on this edition of Go Island. We're going to spend some time now with a woman named Carla Stein. I had the pleasure of spending a bit of time with her at her studio recently. She has mentors from the art world such as Grant Lear and Robert Plant. It's almost a second career. Here's Carla. Carla and 23 other artists are participating in the 15th annual Nanaimo Art Walk. It's taking place November 30th and December 6th. For a full list of those artists and times and a route that you might want to follow, the best place to go is the internet nanaimoartwalk.jimbo.com. They also have a Facebook page as well. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. If there ever was a theme on the show, I think we have it today. It is art. Jason Gress is a visual arts instructor at VIU. And what's going on in the lobby here?
Well, as visual arts students, this particular class is Arts 384, so we were presented with a fantastic opportunity to have our work put up in the lobby of the Port Theatre, and we were able to work thematically with the programming of the theatre. So you'll see some examples of part of the programming. We have some Driving Miss Daisy, we have some ballet, there's some musical instruments and things like that. So it was a chance for us to pair up the students' creativity with some of the things that go on down here at the Port Theatre and give us this great venue to display their artwork.
It is a great venue, very public venue, and I think it adds to the theater experience when people are coming here to the Port Theatre, as well of course adding to the students' experience creating as well. Busy time of year for you. You have something coming up on December the 6th.
Yes, we've got our annual student art sale up at VIU, right at the second floor of the building 325 there, and basically it's a range of all types of student work, everything from prints to painting to sculpture to ceramics, and again it's just a great opportunity to meet the artists and be able to purchase their work.
And we saw some of those artists earlier and looked at some of their work. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Is there a perception that student art at the university level is a high caliber? These are artists that are on the verge of sort of breaking out into the art world. What would we expect from the event?
I mean, we're fortunate, I think, being on Vancouver Island, we have a real broad range of people. We have retired folks who have maybe a lot of skill in art, who've come back to brush up on their skills. We get a crop of new great students every year coming straight out of high school. So we have a real range of people and lots of really good talent. We try to help get them think contemporary about art. So that's kind of our goal. But the caliber of the work is very high, and I think most people will be very impressed to come out and see this show and as well the art sale.
And what are the prices like?
Everything from, I think, from $500 to $500 basically. So you can buy a large-scale painting, for $300, $400, $500, or you can buy small prints for $5.
Excellent.
Students sell their drawings as well. So.
Okay, Jason,
Yeah.
Thank you. And
You're
I just
welcome.
have to mention that Jason's the guy that made the frame in Vifeo Sutton Park. Do you ever get tired of hearing that?
No, it's good. It's great.
Excellent. We're going to throw things over now to another artist. We're heading up to Campbell River. Marjorie Greaves is spending some time with an artist named Dan. By the time this edition of Go Island, the installation work that you see here will be installed here in the lobby of the Port Theatre. I think it's a great enhancement to your theatre going experience and a great opportunity for the visual art students up at Vancouver Island University, one of which is Valita Harper. She's a fourth-year visual artist student. This one will be going up. What is it?
This is a wire bird. It's actually an osprey, which is a type of hawk, and it's grasping a violin.
And now I understood that you sort of looked at the upcoming season and what events are going to be taking place here at the Port Theatre and took inspiration from that to do your pieces.
Yes, that was the goal of this project, was to look and see what we could do. I actually had this idea in mind beforehand and was very happy that it fit in with the whole project guidelines.
You've been doing a lot of work with wire.
Yes, wire is definitely my favorite medium. I'm doing a lot of work with it. I've been doing it for about 5 years now, and it's great. There's so many possibilities, there's so many different things to do.
Is this music significant at all? Do you know what music this is?
The music is not significant, no. It was the cheapest music sheets I could find.
Excellent, excellent, thank you. We really encourage you to come on down to the Port Theatre and see the installation work that is here in the lobby by the time this edition hits the air. Vancouver Island University visual arts students are also holding their annual art show and sale on December the 6th from 10 until 5, and it's a pretty good thing to check out. Free admission and some mingling with the up-and-coming artists from right here in Nanaimo. We're going to throw things over now to Jenny Fortin in Port Alberni. It's the end of an era as a particular character from Port Alberni retires, maybe. And that brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. This harp is being installed here at the Port Theatre lobby, inspired, I'm safe to say, I think, by Winter Harp, a holiday tradition here at the Port Theatre. It runs this year, December 14th. 2 shows, 3:30 and 7:30 at the Port Theatre. The VIU Student Art Show and Sale, December 6th, and the art on display here in the lobby at the Port until about the end of January. Before we sign off, finally for today, there is another one-of-a-kind art show and artist right here in our community, Russ Moreland. He's hosting his Lurkandia show, Lurklandia, November 30th from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night at his studio in Heritage Muse. That's 321 Wesley Street. We've had Russ on our channel a few times. Very unique, very engaging, a super talent who's being recognized around the world from right here in Nanaimo. His show, as we mentioned, November 30th. And that's it for our show today. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.